One Piece's recent chapter focused quite heavily on the Revolutionary Army. Specifically, the chapter covered the events of the reverie through Sabo's eyes as he led an attack on the Holy Land of Mariejois. When Sabo attacked the Holy Land, we were treated to an incredible display of both combat and bravery. The chapter was intense, and it also revealed some key bits of information to us, and introduced them to some new and intriguing characters. The Holy Knights are few of such characters, and it appears that they are going to be pivotal in the story moving forward. Well, who are the Holy Knights? The Holy Knights were introduced to us first shortly after the Wano country arc. It was none other than Fleet Admiral Sakazuki who mentioned them to us for the very first time. According to him, the Holy Knights were in charge of dealing with the aftermath of the events of the reverie. This included the chaos caused by the Revolutionary Army, as well as the issue caused by Saint 𝚤𝚙𝚤𝚛 striking Saint 𝚤𝚙𝚤𝚛 when he tried to capture Princess Shirahoshi. By the looks of it, the Holy Knights appear to be quite skilled and they hold judicial power in the Holy Land. From what has been mentioned to us so far, they come into play when there is a disagreement between the Celestial Dragons as well, which just goes to show that their importance is of the highest order. However, the Holy Knights might be more than just that, based on what was revealed in One Piece chapter 1083. In the previous chapter of One Piece, it was revealed that Dragon had begun his war, and Sabo's invasion of the reverie was the first step. There, Sabo had to accomplish 3 objectives with the Revolutionary Army commanders and they managed to successfully complete all of the given tasks. Not only did they manage to free the former slaves, including Kuma, but they also destroyed the hoof of the Celestial Dragon, which is a symbol of power in the Holy Land. Most importantly, they destroyed the food storage of the Celestial Dragons at Mariejois. This is extremely important as Ivankov later mentioned, that the Revolutionary Army is currently actively destroying all the food vessels being taken to Mariejois. As such, the Holy Land is currently under siege. This appears to be a tactic to not just starve them but also call them out into war on the open seas, instead of where they are at their strongest. According to Dragon, this tactic will call forth the Holy Knights and they will come out with fury for the Revolutionary Army. So, how strong are the God's Knights? While we did not get a glimpse of these powerful warriors, their silhouette certainly did appear, and by the looks of it, they appear to be 9 in number so far. They are clearly people with great combat abilities as nearly all of them seem to be carrying weapons in the silhouette. Their strength is acknowledged by Dragon himself. Dragon mentioned that the real war will begin when the Holy Knights start moving, which means that they are actually quite powerful. This also means that the Holy Knights, at the very least, are above the level of the Cypher Paul, and that makes things all the more interesting. Just based on their name, it appears that the Holy Knights are the personal fighters that the Celestial Dragons have at their disposal. Given that they have authority over the disputes between Celestial Dragons, it is possible that the Holy Knights themselves are Celestial Dragons. So far, we have seen very limited Celestial Dragons with fighting abilities. However, the Holy Knights might be the ones who do their fighting for them, and given that they are the most important people in the One Piece world, it makes sense why they never appeared until this point in the story. By seeking out the Holy Knights, the Revolutionary Army will engage in direct combat with them and thus kickstart the final war of One Piece. The Holy Knights also seem to be drawing a parallel to God's army, which was led by none other than Enel. As we know, Enel called himself God and he had his own army of priests, in which there were 4 extra powerful priests to work under him. The Holy Knights might be loyal to the Celestial Dragons, specifically Imu, in a similar way. If Imu is the highest authority and the Gorosei follow him, the Holy Knights might be the next best power that the world government has within their ranks. For now, the Holy Knights will surely be looking for Sabo as he was the one responsible for all the major incidents that took place during the reverie. In the upcoming chapters, we will likely get to see more of the Holy Knights, and that is certainly something that everyone is looking forward to already. And that is all for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I also asked you to subscribe to help us. It will also help us to grow more, and if you like, please subscribe.